This podcast is produced by the Harwood Productions Podcast Network. To learn more about the network and to find more of our shows, visit us online at www.harwoodpodcast.com.
Hi, I'm Cindy Harris. Welcome to the Humble Bottle. So I'm continuing to learn about the wines of Spain, and part 2 we're going to be learning about the Rias Baixas region up in the northwestern part of Spain. Now, in our last episode, we visited the Rioja wine region, and they are known for bottling red wines made from Tempranillo grapes. Now, today we're moving to the northwest side of Spain, and that area produces some of their most sought-after dry white wines. Now, here are some interesting facts about the Rias Baixas region. Firstly, it is classified as DO, which means that the wines coming out of this area are considered high quality. And number 2, the landscape is very unlike the hot, dry, arid Spain that we think of. In this region, it is very hilly and green, and in fact, it looks more reminiscent of Ireland than of Spain. And in fact, it has a jagged coastline up here that is created by estuaries called Rias. There's where part of the name of the region comes from. And those are surrounded by all the wonderful vineyards. Now, the climate is very maritime, which means they do have wet winters and sea fog. And as it turns out, this area is very well known for their white wines. Now, this northwest part of Spain is really seeing a resurgence in its wine industry, and it's being led by the Rias Baixas region. And that's because it is producing white wines made from the Albarino grape variety. Now, this is a small, green, thick-skinned grape, and it's really noted for having a distinctive aroma very similar to that of a Riesling or a Pinot Gris. In fact, it's believed that the Albarino grape was introduced to this area by monks in the 12th century. Now, for many wine lovers, the words Rias Baixas and Albarino mean nearly the same thing. Almost 95% of the vineyards in this DO are planted in Albarino grapes. One of the reasons that Rias Baixas is believed to merit its own DO classification is because of the Albarino grape, and that it is a native grape and is only grown in this region of the world. Now, when a wine is labeled Albarino, it can only be labeled as such if it contains 100% Albarino grapes. It can't be labeled Albarino if it's blended with other grapes. There are strict controls to which the Rias Baixas wines are submitted to so that they ensure that quality is kept high. There's a regulatory council that makes regular inspections of each of the vineyards. At harvest time, the council inspectors check all the grapes entering the wineries to make sure that they come only from the registered vineyards and that the amount sent in tallies with the declared capacity of each vineyard. Then the volume of the wine is stored in cellars and is recorded and regularly checked, and samples are even analyzed. Only wines passing these tests are granted the honor of bearing the Rias Baixas distinguishing label. Albarino wines can be fresh and fragrant when young, but they can also offer a lot of complexity with age. Many wine experts recommend drinking these wines as young as possible, but a few of the Rias Baixas wines can be stored for about a year or so. Albarino wines pair wonderfully with seafood, shellfish, obviously tapas, but they are actually becoming popular in restaurants serving Asian cuisine because they're finding that they pair up nicely with the spiciness found in Asian dishes. I am really finding that I'm enjoying not only the red wines of the Rioja region, but I'm really loving these white wines, the Albarino wines of the Rias Baixas region. So I hope you'll give them a try as well. For more information on this episode, go to our website and visit the Humble Bottle show notes. Also, if you have any questions or ideas for this show, send us an email. Thanks for watching. Cheers!